Hey team, welcome back to my channel. I hope each and every one of you are doing amazing. As you read by the title, yes, we're definitely going to make some homemade yogurt, and it's actually my first time making it. Well, I ended up making it twice, and I'll tell you all more about it later. So yeah, let's get right into it. For this recipe, we will need some dry milk powder and the plain yogurt. I'm using the Greek one. Now we will transfer the milk into a container. Just make sure that the container doesn't have any smell in it because you don't want that to transfer into your milk. Since it was my first time, I wasn't quite sure on the measurement, so I did list in the description box an approximate of it. And now let's just add the hot water to it and whisk until it's fully incorporated. Now I'm just gonna allow it to cool down since the milk is super hot before adding the Greek yogurt to it. At this point, I kind of felt like I needed to add a little bit more water. So I added slightly warm water to it, which was a bad idea, I think, because it ended up being too much. So yeah. Once it's fully incorporated, I'm going to pour this into this pot, which is a new one by the way, so definitely no smell in it. Now we're gonna cover this entirely, same as this little hole, so no air is coming in or out. I did let mine sit in the oven for 8 hours. Also, the longer you allow it to rest, can be in your oven or a warm place in your house, the thicker it will be. After the 8 hours, this is what I obtained. And when I realized that, yeah, I definitely added more water than I was supposed to because I wanted it to be a little bit thicker than the way it is right now. To bring more taste to this, I added some vanilla sugar and then more sugar as well. Of course, the sugar will be to your taste. I ended up adding about 3 tablespoons of condensed milk to it as well for more taste. And that was it for this one. So after placing it into my refrigerator for a couple hours, this is how it turned out. As the yogurt cools, it will get even thicker. So you want to keep that in mind when you're measuring the water. Well, depending on how thick you want it to be. I made some couscous to pair it with it. It was good and sweet, but for the texture, it was not to my taste. So let's go for a second round. On this one, we're going to repeat the same exact steps that we took on the first one. This time around, I choose this Nido container to measure my water, so about 1.5 of it. I switched to the plain yogurt, but you can use the Greek one as well. They both did work for me. Nice and perfect. Now I'm going to place this in the oven, same thing as I did before, but this time I'm going to let it rest overnight. Did I mention that the oven should be off as well? Yeah, don't forget that part. And yes, I did cover with this as well. Yo, I was taking all the precautions to make sure this time I get it right, which it did. Because look at this. Nice and perfect. Stick to my taste. Everything was great about it. As for the sweeteners, same as before, the vanilla sugar and the sugar itself. No condensed milk this time, and it turned out perfect. Now look at this. Isn't it better now? It kind of reminds me of La Cherry though. It was super sweet. Well, I'm gonna stop here for now. All ingredients used along with the approximate measurements are listed in the description box. If you enjoyed today's content, please give a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so, and hit the bell notification to be notified whenever a recipe is uploaded on my channel. Thank you so much for watching today's content. I'll see y'all on my next one. Take care.